Okay, so I wanted to show you my full routine hair care or my full hair care routine so that you can kind of see what I do from start to finish. So I washed my hair recently. I don't know what day it was, but it was recently. So all I did today when I got in the shower was soak it. I soaked it through with water, and then I used the Christmas fragrance-free conditioner. And I get this bottle from Target. Is like 24 bucks. It's not very expensive as far as hair care products go. You get a lot of volume for the money, and it lasts me a really long time because I use this when I'm not shampooing my hair a lot of days. So if I feel like my hair is dry or needs extra moisture, I just put like, I don't know, 5 or 6 pumps of this in my hand, work it through. It's a great detangler. And then I just let it kind of sit on my hair and then wash it out. So that's on non-wash days. And then on wash days, I usually use InnerSense shampoo and conditioner. Right now, I'm currently out of the shampoo, but I still have my conditioner. But I've been using this raw sugar moisture smoothie. Target sent me this by accident. So I've been using that. I like it. It's cheaper too, so I may stick with that. I don't know, but I really like the conditioner for InnerSense better than anything else. So anyway, my hair is straight out of the shower. It is just soaking wet, and all I've done is add that conditioner. So normally I will do one of two things. I use my spray bottle that has conditioner water in it, so I buy this from Target as well. Usually they're smaller bottles, but they also did this bonus size, whatever. But this is the Love Planet Beauty Conditioner, and you can use any fragrance. I just happen to like this particular one. So I put that, just a few pumps of that in here in the bottom, and then fill this up with water. And I use this as a leave-in conditioner on my hair, which I really like. It's great for detangling. It's super light. It doesn't weigh anything down, and it's really the best leave-in conditioner you can get because it's conditioner. So it's super moisturizing, very, very good. So I've also recently been using this Mielle Moisture RX, because they had a sale on Black Friday. So this stuff is amazing, actually. I really, really like this as a leave-in conditioner. I usually don't like leave-in conditioners at all, but I like this a lot. It's basically as thick as a cream. It's a thick, it's a really thick cream like a conditioner is, but it has really good slip. And for my entire head, I only need about that much. So I will run it through my hands, and I will start working it through my hair. And I can feel it adding it to the moisture in my hair. I can feel that soaking it in. It's got great slip. And my hair is nice and slippery now. I'm going to put a little bit of conditioner water in it though, just because I like to keep it nice and wet right now. And you can be really generous with this conditioner water too, because it's like just super good. Okay, so that's kind of how that is. So my hair's got a lot of good slip. It's nice and squishy. You can hear it's seaweed. Okay, so the other InnerSense stuff that I use, the Quiet Calm Curl Control Cream. Fantastic. And again, like I said before, like I don't need very much. It's like that much for my entire head. And I wet my hands under the sink to emulsify it. Just a tiny bit of water makes it much runnier, and I can work that through my hair. A lot of times I'm upside down at this point, and all I'm doing is like soaking the hair in it. I just want all the hair to be covered. I have done routines where I don't break anything through, where I do like, all I do is squish it in and do very more like cupping and pressing, and I've done all kinds of routines like that, and it really helped a lot in the early days, but now my hair clumps well enough that I don't have to really worry about it. But there are some routines out there that you can look up on like YouTube where they will show you that you never break up a clump from after the shower and stuff like that, and or I can explain that a little bit more. But there are routines that do that help with clumping if you need it to get bigger, better defined curls and stuff. Okay, so that's the curl control cream, and then this is the serum. This is the I Create Volume Serum. Hopefully this video is not going to be super long. It's already 4 minutes. But I feel like it runs out really quickly. But it was like a nickel size. And I will just, same thing. I'm just kind of raking it through, making sure that it's on all of the hair. And then I scrunch it in some more. Lots of scrunching. Because I want my curls to start forming now. And I want them to start clumping, but I don't necessarily care about breaking up the clumps, because I'm going to plop it here in a second. So that's pretty much what I do with my hair before I plop it. So if your hair dries super fast, you could probably get away with micro plop, which is just taking a towel. This is my cotton hair towel. Ignore the discoloration. It's a little dirty at the moment, and it has product on it. But you could just, this is micro plopping, where you just kind of grab your hair and just kind of push it in. So my hair is a normal porosity now, so it's not high porosity anymore, so it takes a while to dry. So I would plop it like this for a few minutes, usually while I get dressed and stuff, but I'll show you how to wrap it, and then I'll come back and I'll style it. So just like that, super simple, nothing fancy. I just wrap it up, let the moisturizers sit in the hair, soak it in, and then I'll kind of do my thing to get dressed and get ready or whatever, and then I'll come back and style it when it's damp. Like I said, if your hair dries really fast, if you have that high porosity hair, then you can probably get away with just micro plopping it and then going into a damp style. But even if you do this for like 5 minutes, it will really cut down on your diffusing time and your drying time, whether you air dry or diffuse. I can't air dry my hair, but if you can, that's awesome, because that's like, I'm so jealous of people that can. But anyway, so this is already at like almost 7 minutes. So I'll be back as soon as I'm ready to style. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair out and we're gonna style it. So it hasn't been as long as I normally wait, but it's long enough for what I need to do today. I don't have to let it sit super long. Just enough to kind of get some of that extra water out. All right, so at this point, my hair is not dripping anymore. It's not gonna saturate my hair. You can't, it just feels, it's wet, but it's not like, it's not dripping, it's not soaked. So for styling, this is what I do. I use the Uncle Fookies. This is also at Target. This is Uncle Fookie's Daughter Curly Magic. So really crazy name, but it's a curl stimulator and it is amazing. So I really love this. This is a product that you can get flash drying. If you don't know what that is, it's where you put a product in your hair, usually an aloe-based product, which this is. And if you do, then a lot of times, sorry, that cut off on me. I was getting a phone call. So this product will cause flash drying. So a lot of aloe-based products will do this to you if you use it at the wrong point in your routine. So if your hair still has a whole bunch of water in it, like when I just got out of the shower, and you put this in your hair, it will basically expel all of the moisture from your hair, and you will get kind of a crispy, dry, unmoisturized, kind of a bad hair day. And that's kind of flash drying, where it just makes your hair feel really sticky. It's really gross. It doesn't sit well. It's not moisturized anymore because it expelled all of that water. So anyway, usually I use this after I plop because it has all the extra moisture is already out of my hair, but my hair is moisturized. It has absorbed all the conditioner, and this will not do that at that point. Again, I only use about 1 pump. You really don't need a whole lot. For your hair being even shorter, you could probably get away with half, but you can start with 1 and see if that works. But what I love is that you will see right away that the curls in your hair just get tighter. Like it just really helps to kind of get those curls to coil up when you're styling. And I love it. Love it for that. And it's, we both have like super, super fine hair and it weighs down super easy. So everything I use is very light product. And a lot of the products I cut in half or I cut with water, because usually that is what will cause the worst hair days for me, is if I put too much product in my hair, like heavy product. So I have to cut, I can put 100 things in my hair if I cut it with water and it will be fine. But if you put anything that's got a lot of weight to it or a lot of straight product, it will mess up your hair. So you can see now, my hair is super thin, so you can like see right through it. But you can see that the coils are a lot tighter than they were even just a minute ago. That curl stimulator is just good for that. It's just an extra boost that helps with styling, and I really love it. They have a protein cream, air dry cream that I really want to try too. Okay, so my next step is gel. I use the I Create Hold InnerSense gel. I have also been trying the Mielle honey and ginger styling gel, which is also really good. And if you, you'll also probably see people talk about the orange marmalade gel by EcoSlay. Very good gel. I love that gel. So that is probably my second favorite. I need to get some to, my friend gave me a sample to kind of play with and I really liked it. So I need to get some more because I want to have a round of that that I put up next to my InnerSense as well and really play with kind of how much and how free, like play with it and see how it works best in my hair. But I really like it. I am going to do one extra step. Don't buy this, but I have a root lifter from Monat from like ages ago when I actually bought their products. And I've been putting it in my hair. I don't know if it actually helps me, but we'll see. I kind of feel like it helps a little bit, but with my hair, it's so fine that anything I do to add volume pretty much falls flat. It really doesn't work. So that's why I'll show you, I'll do the foam too so you can see. This is the InnerSense foam. It doesn't have the greatest pump, but I'll put that much in my hands and I will work it right into the roots and kind of fluff it right up my roots to attempt to stimulate the volume at my crown. I think most of any volume I do get really just comes from the styling. It really doesn't have a whole lot to do with adding extra volumizing products into the crown of my head because my hair is so fine. It's just weak. That's why everything I do is super heavy protein, because protein helps strengthen those coils of the curl to actually create the coils and create definition and help it stay strong throughout the day so it doesn't just fall flat like fine hair does. So now I'm just going to turn on my sink a little bit because I need to wet my hand. So this is 1 pump of the InnerSense gel, and then I just kind of cup some water in my hand and have at it. And then I start squishing it in. And I'll do, I go by feel, kind of when I feel like I have enough gel in the hair, but usually it's like, I don't have that much hair. So 3, 4 pumps. I've done as many as 5 or 6, but that usually comes out to be a little bit too much. When you talk about having those really crispy, crunchy casts and stuff, that's kind of where it starts doing that because it's too much gel. It's too much product. It doesn't really hurt anything, but it doesn't really help you either. I get better hair days without. So this is the second pump. And I do style my hair mostly upside down. I get better volume that way for being really fine here. Third pump. And if I wasn't recording, I'd probably be down even lower. Oh, my hair will hang almost to the floor. And I'll be coming up in the middle of it. And I'm just kind of working. All I'm doing is scrunching. I'm just working the gel. Sometimes I'll go flat and kind of press it in to kind of push the gel in further on the hair. And sometimes I might go like this on the underneath side or the top side to kind of put more gel product like closer to the roots. This is the fourth pump. And this will probably be my final one. Just need to get a little bit more over here. So like this is kind of good at the roots to kind of put a little bit of product there. But I really don't need a whole lot of heavy product at my roots. It does help with volume to not have product at your roots, but I want a little bit to help control the frizz. So I will put a little bit up there, but I really don't want a whole lot there. If you do any finger coiling, styling, and or using a Denman brush or anything, you would do that right after or right before you plop your hair. That's really the best time, when your hair is the most wet and you will get the most play in your curls without frizz. So you wouldn't be looking for the best curl at that point. You're just trying to get the style where you want it. And then after you plop it at micro or long plopping, then you would go back and kind of reinforce those maybe a little bit before you put in the styling gel, whether that's the Uncle Funky's or the Intersense. Okay, we're almost at 7 minutes, so I'm just gonna, all right, my hair is good. It's kind of what it looks like now. So anyway, so when I go to diffuse my hair, I use this, it's just let me turn this off. It's Infinity Pro. I got it on Amazon. I can send you a link if you want it. So I just I will start with my roots kind of up here, kind of play with it like that so that the ends kind of hang out. That will create a little bit better of a curl at the roots. And then I'll come back down here and I'll kind of press and hold and do more of the kind of a pixie style, but I don't really turn it off to move it. And then I'll move on to the next one. I will use high heat and airflow, medium heat, or I will use high for a little bit on the roots. But the key to heat with a blow dryer is if it's too hot for your head, it's too hot for your hair. So if it's getting too hot in one place, I cut the heat down. But doing high really is good for me because it takes so long for my hair to dry. It will cut down my drying time, but I don't want to fry the hair. So I'm very careful not to either leave it in one place too long, or I will move it back away from my head and do more of a hover and then come back in with a low heat or a medium heat and kind of lay it here and let it sit for a few minutes and let those curls really form. So I will show you what that looks like when I'm done. Okay, so my hair is done diffusing, and I wanted to kind of include this part because I know all those YouTube people, when they do their hair, after they diffuse, their hair looks amazing for whatever reason, and mine, it always looks crazy. So I wanted to show you because in case your hair looks crazy, you are not crazy, your hair is fine. So, but this is my hair after diffusing, and I don't know if you can hear this. It's not like super crunchy. So this is what I was talking about with, you'll have a cast. My hair is casted, but it's not super papery. It's or really crunchy or something. It's got a lot of bounce and flow and stuff. And I love that about the Intersense gel. The orange marmalade gel is a little bit of a holder, a little bit of a stronger hold. It's a little bit more gel-like, but I really like that one too. And again, it doesn't have a whole lot of, it leaves your hair super soft. It's great. So those are like my two favorite gels. And the ginger stuff here, this is a really good gel too. So, and it's really cheap. So I really, there's lots of there's these Mielle products. I've been using them and they're really cheap compared to some of the other ones, and I really like them. So those are a good budget option if you are looking for that. So, but now that my hair is dry, it took about 25 minutes and I actually still have moisture at my roots. So I'm gonna the main thing that I wanted to say though is that, I do high heat in the beginning with the diffusing, and then I go to medium heat, and I pretty much stick with medium heat through the rest of it. But I've done 25 minutes of diffusing and my hair is still wet. And, but I don't want to add any more diffusing time because one, it's already been 25 minutes, but two, because it's better just to let that little bit of moisture just air dry out because it'll only take a couple minutes. But also, one of the most important things that I have found, and I'm talking really fast so this video is not any longer than it already is, but one of the things that I have found is that letting my hair sit in the cast, just crazy looking like it is right now, I will go and make my breakfast, or I will go and do something else for a few minutes. I just need to give my hair at least 5 minutes of rest time in the cast before I break it. Even if my hair is 100% dry when I'm done, I still walk around, make my coffee, get my stuff together, whatever I'm gonna do, and then I'll come back and crunch it out. And when I crunch it out, I'll repeat this in a second, but all the products I use today are like Curly Girl approved. They're all no parabens, sulfates, silicones, all the things. I don't think they actually claim to be Curly Girl approved. I don't think they've actually been verified because they won't tell you what the ingredients are. But they are usually they hide stuff. But anyway, but you're not using them now. So this oil I get this at Target. I really love this oil. It is not Curly Girl approved because it does have, I think it's a silicone. Yeah, it's got a really long silicone name, cyclopenzacillin or whatever, but it's got a silicone in it, but I really love it. It's the best hair oil. And so I use it. It's my rule breaker that I use. But I'll come back to that in a second. I'm gonna let my hair sit and finish air drying. So it's probably gonna take my hair another 15 minutes or so. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my hair is totally dry now, so this is how I do my scrunch out the crunch or whatever. So I'm going in with my hair oil, and I usually do three little pumps of that, and then I just kind of mess it up. I used to be a lot more precise about this, but I found that the messier the better for me, actually. And so I'm just kind of using the oil, because my hair doesn't produce a lot of oil naturally anymore because I don't wash it very frequently. So now I'm just fluffing my roots, and I use the oil to kind of maintain the frizz, and it helps keep things looking soft. And I'm not looking at my part. Sometimes I have to play with these front hairs a little bit to get it to kind of group together or whatever. But that's pretty much it. I will just kind of play with my part a little bit from there if I need to. But that's pretty much how I do my hair. And it's not a terrible day for not washing it or doing a whole lot to it. Just throw in some product, diffuse it, and good to go. Kind of shoot the back of it. So, okay. Hopefully it'll look good in the back because I can't see. But anyway, that's pretty much how I do my hair every day.